Hey, I'm Lyle Cadell. Welcome back to the Little Podcast. And today we're doing the Zoom thing. I know y'all probably getting so tired of Zoom after 2020 and 21 and now that we're into that, but we're still doing it a little bit. Um, and today it's exciting. We have Scotty Roberts on with Nighthawk, and we were on our way pretty much down there last month to be with you, Scotty. And then we had a little bit of a COVID scare amongst our office, and unfortunately, nobody got sick. So, um,
That's a good thing.
yeah, but it was unfortunate. We were really looking forward to coming down. But Scotty
Yeah.
Roberts is you're a sales rep.
I'm the account manager here at
Account
Nighthawk
manager.
Custom.
There you go
Yes.
with Nighthawk. So tell us a little bit, for those who don't know, we are a Nighthawk Custom dealer. Tell us just a little brief 10,000 foot view about Nighthawk.
Well, Nighthawk Custom was started in 2004. We custom build 1911 pistols, and we're the U.S. distributor for Quartz revolvers in the United States. All of our pistols are hand built one at a time. Our motto is one gun, one gunsmith. And we currently have 20 gunsmiths here at Nighthawk Custom, and 6 of them are in the American Pistol Smith Guild, and that's more members in the guild than any other manufacturer. All of our pistols all the parts are fully machined parts, and when the gunsmith gets the parts, they're all oversized. So the gunsmith has to fit every piece and part to that gun till it fits perfectly, and that's how you get the great accuracy and the fine finish on it.
Mm-hmm. And and Nighthawk's located in Bearville, Arkansas.
Yes,
Um,
in Bearville, Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas,
yeah,
right in the Ozarks.
yeah, beautiful place. I lived near there for almost 5 years. So myself, but. Now we're going to talk about a little bit about what we have in stock, what we're getting in stock here in the store. You guys have an abundance of options that folks can choose from.
Mm-hmm.
They can come to us, and if they see something on your site that they say, "Hey, I really want one of those," um, just ask us, and we'll be more than happy to get you set up and get that. And it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't just come in 2 days. Like some people, hey, I want a Glock. I want this. I want that. And it might take a little bit because it's actually being made.
Right.
So
All the parts being made right here in Bearville, Arkansas, and it takes a while to build a gun like ours.
yeah, and it's let's just dive right on into what we got here. And this the first one that I've got is I'm gonna y'all provide these nice little pegs. It's great, and also um, provide a case, a real nice carrying case with all the goodies inside. This here is a Trooper.
Yeah, and each gun will come with 2 mags.
Yeah.
Trooper 45.
Tell us a little bit about this gun.
Well, it's a full 5-inch gun. It's 45 caliber, government size. That gun there in particular has got the battle-worn cobalt finish. So that's an upgrade to that pistol. Very fine finish on it. Maybe you can spin it around. There you go. So that's a little bit more than our base model. The base model is finished in black nitride, but each one of those guns, each one of Nighthawk Custom pistols or Quartz revolvers, each one of those guns will come with a target. Before that gun leaves here, they're always tested for form and function, and they're targeted in. And each one of those guns will have a target that's signed by the guy who targeted. They'll have 2 rounds within a half-inch spread at 25 yards, and a lot of times get that test target, and they'll have 1 hole there, but there'll be 2 rounds to it.
Now this one has Heine sights on it with a fiber front. I don't know if folks can see that red fiber front, but I'm telling you, I don't want to be pointed out anywhere other than a safe direction, but um, this is like having a red dot almost, as close as you can get with, and some may argue, I understand, in sights, but serrated, on the back here with your rear sight. I mean,
The
it's
rear
just,
serrations.
yeah. Well, I mean, when you pull it up, dude, I mean, it's just like looking at a red dot, man. I mean, they're really nice. I've got the opportunity to shoot your all's Agent 2 that has, I believe, the same sighting system, if I remember correctly.
Probably does. H2 will have that one on standard, and on the front side, Agent 2 standard front side is a fiber optic. I'm trying to look at that one there. It's kind of hard for me to see it without my glasses. Does that have a fiber optic on the front of that one too?
Yes, it's red fiber optic.
Okay.
That Agent 2 was I've shot 1911s for quite a long time, but hadn't shot an Agent 2. Picked it up, I thought, well, I'm gonna have to get a round or two, just kind of get the you get the feel of the gun. And we were downstairs, trying it out, and holy cow, the thing was like, and I'm not exaggerating, like a laser beam, man. And I blew at 7 yards. We just backed up to 7 yards and blew an excellent group, man. And just all of the guys that ever tried it within the shop or customers loved it. And unfortunately, we had to. It was kind of a loner and for us, and nobody bought it. But and so it went back to you guys or somewhere else anyhow. So another thing is these are your all's mags.
Right.
So they're made in Italy. I do see that on here, but actually, the ones that this would not be your all's then.
All right. Those actually we have our own mags now. Those are the mags we're using probably a year ago. The mags we have now are made in the United States. They're stainless steel, made in, and they'll have the Nighthawk logo on them.
And so that's another option. That if you want to see those come into the store, let us know too. And by the way, if you're joining us and maybe you're outside of the Kansas City metro area, and hey, it's the Bullet Hole podcast. The Bullet Hole is located and you see that probably in the information down below or somewhere here on the YouTube or on the podcast platform that you're using. You're going to see that we're located in Overland Park, Kansas, 6201 Robinson Street here in Overland Park, right off Shawnee Mission Parkway. And so if you're looking for us and you're wanting to find us, that's where we're at. But that's where you can come and find this one for now, as long as it's here.
Yeah, and speaking of that one is my favorite model. I love the wide cocking serrations on that one, and I've got one on order, Shadowhawk Commander.
No, I mean it's just a beautiful. I mean, it fits in your hand really, really, really well, and I mean it's just a great piece. So, and then and one of the things that, and we'll talk about it a little bit later, but one of the things that a lot of people, when they first see, these guns and their incredible builds, and they handle them, and they're like, man, I'd really like to have that, and then they see, the retail price tag, and it's worth it because of the quality and the craftsmanship that has gone into it.
But also, keep in mind that's got a lifetime warranty.
Yeah, that's gun. And then the financing was what we were going to talk about here in a little bit. Just briefly, while I'm getting this next gun, just give us just a 10,000-foot view of the financing, and then we can get into that a little bit later too.
Finance program is super easy. If you're wanting a Nighthawk Custom and you want to see about getting it financed, if you go to our website, www.nighthawkcustom.com, at the bottom of the page under help, there's a link for financing. It'll ask you to go to another link to fill an application. It's very simple. It takes less than 20 minutes to fill out. you'll get an answer back within 24 to 48 hours. They'll ask you some questions about, your finances, and they'll check your credit score and your DTI, but they'll finance as long as 24 months. Sometimes it's 15% down, sometimes it's 10% down, sometimes it's 0% down. But it's very easy to do, and you can do it online and do it all in your house, and you don't have to drive to the bank to sign paperwork. They can do it electronic signatures these days. It's very simple.
And once, I mean, I think you said it was like 2 days generally.
Yeah.
And so then a person can, once they're taken care of, they can actually come back to the bullet hole. We work with you in the bank, and they can come back to the bullet hole, pick their gun up, and have it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I had a customer on a Tuesday. He inquired about it. He filled out his paperwork, was approved, got with the bank, and I think he picked up his pistol on Friday afternoon at a store in Alabama. So it's very simple, very quick and easy.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's, if you're thinking about keeping it for mama or whatever, I don't want to encourage all that, but whatever you want to do, wink, wink. Or when the Biden bucks come in,
Yeah.
Just saying. This little trick right here. Now I'm telling you what, this is a double stack 1911. So it would not be a 1911; it would be a 2011 in the TRS with a comp. Man, holy cow!
That is our Tactical Ready Series compensated. That is a 5-inch government model, built-in compensator, 9mm. Now, Lyle, if you could show these guys, that is the slickest gun that we have built today. Go ahead and rack that slide for them, because the biggest joy that I get is watching people rack the slide on it. It is so smooth, so easy.
I would put this next to a Shield EZ from Smith & Wesson. As far as rackability, I mean, look at that.
It is so smooth.
I mean, I'm doing that with 2 fingers. It's crazy.
Yeah, so smooth. 9mm, 17 round capacity in the magazine. Already has a rail on it. Has a rail on the frame.
I know folks can see that.
It's ready to go. Yeah.
At the rail.
Full length dust cover.
Mm-hmm. But
that is a slick gun.
And you got more pew pew.
Yeah.
It's even got a little bit of a mag well here, Scotty. A little bit of a built-in mag well, You'll
notice on that pistol, it's aluminum grip. It's built into it to keep the width down. A lot of double stack guns you got to pick up, they're so big and bulky. We've designed this one to keep the frame size down, that fit in your hand just perfectly.
The other thing that one might notice is that there's just a slight undercut underneath here, where your middle finger just fits right up in there, and it's just a fabulous gun. And it has a did it come with an ambi safety? Can it come with an ambi safety?
Yes, you can order that pistol with an ambi safety, or if you've got a customer that wants to buy that gun as left-handed, or if they just want an ambi safety whatsoever, we can get that sent in. We can get that taken care of. Awesome. That's not a problem at all.
This has a gold inlaid some bead sight system,
gold bead front sight
with the Heine rear. So, I mean, and a lot of people dismiss that, but you pull that up and look, and that gold, even, a lot of people say, well, I need night sights, got to have night sights. The interesting thing about it is if there's light around in a room, that gold will pick it up. And I mean, it's just a great package. And the back here, the serrations, they're dimples, but they're really sticky, and so I mean, it's just a nice piece. I'll take the Got to take the thumb safety off before. There we go. But I mean, if you could, that is just amazing, man. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm literally barely holding this really crafty piece of equipment. Just throw that thumb safety right
For all
back.
your
Do what?
all your viewers out there that all the viewers out there that may have liked to shoot in the past, they may have what my grandmother used to say, Arthur got in their hands, having some problem with their hands and can't shoot like they used to. Have them come down there and try that slide on that. I think they'll be amazed. That maybe just like my mother-in-law. She used to love to shoot, and her hands got arthritic, but she came in and bought a Nighthawk, and she's back shooting again.
Well, I make an awesome home defense pistol. I mean, I really would. If you get the manual of arms down, you get training. That's something too that folks don't realize. The 1911 platform or 2011 platform, you do have to train with it, of course, and get used to the thumb safety and the grip safety. And as with any of the firearm, if you need a firearm, you need to train with it and get used to that manual of arms. However, this one back here that we're going to show next has pretty easy manual arms, brother.
Yeah.
I'm almost afraid to pick it up. Because once you pick it up, you don't want to put it down.
Yeah, that's right.
This is this right here is empty, as you can see. Tell us about this Korth revolver, man. This is a Ranger.
That is the Korth Ranger. Korth arms are in Germany. They're all hand-built one at a time, and we're the U.S. distributor for those. That has got a 4-inch barrel. If you look at it, it's got a Picatinny rail. You could mount a lot on the bottom. You could put an RMR on the top. It's very versatile. And what's really neat about this gun, right now, it's got a 357 Magnum cylinder in it. And Lyle's fixing to show you how you can change that cylinder out to a 9mm cylinder very easily and quickly. And what's really cool is there's no moon clips. You slide that cylinder in the gun, and it's ready to go. So you can have 357 rounds for home defense, and you use your 9mm rounds to go out to the range and have fun.
And even if you wanted to carry 9mm, if that's your choice.
Yeah.
Or that's what you, I mean, this is an incredible weapon. I'm sorry. It's like, I grew up on wheel guns. My grandpa was a gunsmith himself. And so, I got handed down his not old pre-Model 10 Smith is what I got handed down. But that's what we grew up on, with wheelies like that. And for me, this is just like coming home. I don't know what it is to come home to a wheelie. And the double lockup, I mean, if you look at the lockup on this, it's just, oh my gosh. Wow. I don't.
Can you show them how to take that cylinder out?
You mean as far as completely remove it?
Push that.
Or just
yeah, pushing the button on the side and removing it.
I've never done that.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
It's right there,
button.
isn't it?
Yeah, push the button and slide it forward.
There we go. Right there.
You slide the cylinder in, it's ready to go.
So we want to depress that. Slide that crane in. Whoops, make sure she's locked. It's in the locked position. Nice, put that in there. Locks right in there. And I don't want to pull a hammer back or fire it or anything like that. So we want to keep it in mint condition. But now we're set up for 9mm. Most people, or a lot of people, I shouldn't say most people, but a lot of people don't know that the same bullet, size .357 or thereabouts, is the same bullet that's used in Not all occasions. I'll take that back. Not all occasions, but between the two. However, it will shoot through the barrel just fine.
Right. What allows it to do that? It's got an octagonal rifling in it. Really slick deal. That the Ranger is like I said, you can mount a light to the bottom of it. You mount a red dot to the top, RMR. You can put a small scope on that.
Yeah, up here.
Yeah.
So this could be this could be one of those guns, honestly, that if we're all kind of thinking apocalyptic right now, and if kind of the SHTF type of thing, crap hits a fan. If it's a one gun deal, and I understand you're dealing with 6 rounds, but maybe think about that. This might be it right here. Because it can do a lot of different things that you're needing it to do. And you know what, Scotty, I've owned and handled a lot of 357s in my day. This is not heavy. It's not heavy, but well built. So
very well built.
Close
tolerances.
Yeah. Gold bead front sight. And I'm assuming that sight could be changed out if it looks like if you wanted to. I don't know.
Yeah, you can take those wings off the side. Those wings on the side of the front of that are removable.
Yeah.
If you didn't like those, you can take those off. And I believe that rear sight's also adjustable.
It looks to be. So, I mean, there's just a lot that right here in one package. Quartz revolver. And we'll stick it back there, even though I don't want to, but we'll stick it back there. Let it look pretty back there. For those who are watching, some of y'all that are listening right now and you're like, what is he talking about? It's like Bob Ross, little happy tree there. Happy tree there. I mean, y'all, please jump over to our YouTube channel and watch this episode of the Bullet Hole Podcast. And make sure you do. It's actually a 2. I want to just pop in and say that we're sponsored. This episode sponsored by Custom Built Firearms Manufacturing, based right here at the Bullet Hole. And we have our entire line of ARs that we build all the way from AR-9s up to an AR-10. And we have a lifetime warranty on our stuff too, Scotty. And it's we go by the tag Custom Built for Life. So we build a fine piece of weaponry, and it's not just chop shop. We got this from this company and that. We're not building guns like you do in your garage. We literally have designed these guns, and they are painstakingly put together. Went through 3 iterations just to get to our rail that's on our AR-15 and our AR. Well, actually now that rail is on all of our AR pistols and rifles. So it's ours. So we're proud of them. Custom built. Firearms manufacturing. So come by the Bullet Hole. Actually, check out our dealers too. If you're listening or watching, check out our dealer network. It's growing. We have American Cash Exchange in Manhattan, Kansas. Sedalia, Missouri has Osage Gun and Pawn. Charger Arms in Linden, Kansas. And then the Bullet Hole here too. Custom Built actually owns the Bullet Hole. So full disclosure. And we're always looking for new. Wink, wink. Down in Bearville, Arkansas. New dealers. So anyhow, we're gonna bring our stuff down when we come down in October, Scotty. And
looking forward to that. Y'all are coming down in October for Dealer Summit, and
yeah,
looking forward to seeing you guys.
And we're gonna do another podcast,
giving you a full tour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So looking forward to that.
Hopefully, maybe one before then.
Yeah, I mean, we can have one, and but I'm looking forward to being in the gun vault. That's gonna be fun.
I think you're really gonna like that.
Yeah,
I think you're really gonna like that.
This is one of my little bucket list things, I guess. Nah, it's selfish, I know, and it's terrible. But I love that.
Lyle, what's your last name?
I won't give it on air.
Oh, well, Lyle's wife, his birthday's coming up
Yeah.
He's going to be 45 for the 45th. I'm just saying. I'm planting the seed.
I know. If there is a person out there, who feels sorry for Lyle. uh, however, there's this finance program going on. I'm telling you, Scotty. If the fundraiser doesn't work, if the fundraiser doesn't work, I might have to become part of this. We need to go through it again and let people know that, hey, if you come in and you see the TRS, for instance, I think what's it retail for? Retails for about $5,000 if I remember right, or a little over.
$44.99.
The $44.99. Okay.
I believe so.
I looked wrong. That was my fault. But I mean, these are quality pieces of machinery, and so one gun, one gunsmith, and when we, maybe if you hop onto, Nighthawk's YouTube channel, watch some of their videos and look at the quality of Nighthawk, and then come in and check them out, and then come and tell me that they're probably not worth that much. Yeah. But however, go ahead. You were going to say something.
Well, so we got to look on that financing program. If somebody comes in, they look at any of those pistols there that you guys have, and they're interested in financing. The only information they really need, they need to get with you guys and get the final price of what they need to borrow. They go online. They'll fill out the application. They'll put down their name and all their information. They also need to put down the bullet hole and maybe the salesman that they're dealing with. They submit it online. The bank will, within 24 to 48 hours, they will contact us. And in the bullet holes case, they will contact me, and I'll have an email, and I'll try to get with your customer and say, hey, the bank's approved. We need 10, 15% or 0% down. If they need the deposit, they'll come into the bullet hole. They'll pay that deposit, and we'll just need to exchange a few more pieces of information. A copy of the driver's license. The bank and your customer will send information back via email, electronic signatures, and it's very simple. Then they come in and pick up the gun. After they do the paperwork, whatever state of Kansas 4473.
Yeah,
right.
Standard 4473. So it needs to be something that, of course, thought about and then quickly acted upon. We've sold some Nighthawks out of here already, but none of them on the finance program. So we want to encourage folks, and not and we're not into necessarily going into super debt or anything like that. But however, it's 24 months. Yeah, just hey, Biden money. I'm telling you, the Biden bucks, man. I'm just, but just make sure you get it done and get it paid off, and you're good to go. I mean, and you have something truly, that I really appreciate. I know Jim, our owner, appreciates, Nighthawk very much, and something to think about is handing it down to and being a legacy item, handing it down to another generation. Do you have a story or two about that?
That's the best thing. What I was going to say is all of our guns have a lifetime warranty. Mm-hmm. So you buy that gun, you can hand it down to granddaughter, grandson. It doesn't matter who owns that gun. If there's ever a problem with that gun, we pay the shipping both ways and take care of the problem. That is one heck of a warranty.
Yeah, and truly, and I carry, and I have multiple firearms. I'm not going to tell. I might have a boating accident one day, but I have some plastic guns, and then I have some metal guns, and what I've found and what I cherish are those things that have been handed down. I have rifles and et cetera, without going into detail, handed down to me that were specifically one in particular. I tell you about a rifle I have that my grandpa, before he went blind, he did go pretty much blind before he died. He wanted to do a little rifle for all of us well, the boys or the grandkids, and he did. And he restored a 1912 Winchester single shot 22 bolt action for me, and that I hold dear to me, very very dear, because my grandpa worked on that for me, and he took that. The stock was all screwed up and everything. He redid the whole thing, and I, in fact, I've never fired it to this day, and it stays in my safe. And it's just,
Wow.
it's something that now, not to say, just like these pieces, I would fire them. And my kids, they just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
We have one in heaven, but that's all right now. But no, to hand it down to a generation below, I think those metal, I mean, well built craftsmanship is something that we're going to see extend on generation after generation. Just like the revolver that I have from my grandpa, and I don't know, and I hate to say this, but I don't know about plastic guns. We don't know. They've been around since the
Hmm.
'70s when the HK, came in with theirs. Um, but we don't know how long polymer's going to hang around, and
Yeah.
last. But I tell you what, if you pick up, and there's a lot. I had the privilege of picking up an actual issued 1911. I mean, it had the USN. I mean, it was an issued 1911 from World War II, and actually playing with it, and it actually, firing condition and everything. Beautiful piece. And you think about that. I mean, that thing was over 50 years old.
Hmm.
In these guns, with the quality, I mean, those guns had craftsmanship, but they didn't have the craftsmanship quality that these do. I'll just be honest with you. They were coming through an assembly line process to get to war.
Hmm.
Uh, these they have craftsmanship that's above and beyond that. And so, like you said, handing it down to a grandkid, and they can say this was grandpa's, or this was grandma's. This was grandma's
Hmm.
counselor. We sold
Yeah.
it. Oops. Sorry about that, y'all. Pulled my hearing out there. Um, but anyhow, for those of you listening, I have an earbud in right now, and I pulled it out of my head. So anyhow, but no, if the counselor, I know one of our ladies fell in love with that thing. She was
Hmm.
like, "Man, I want this," and
That is a
so
cool little gun.
I
Smallest
don't,
and loudest 1911 that we built.
and I don't know who bought it. It might be one of those ladies. I don't know. I'm not sure who bought it, but um, so it could be grandma's gun. It could be grandpa's. Who knows? But
Yeah.
the heritage that you guys are building is phenomenal.
It's really cool, and I can't wait till you guys get down here and can actually tour through the gunsmith area and watch these guys work. They are craftsmen. I wish I had a tenth of the ability that these guys have. I mean, it's
Yeah.
really cool.
No, it takes all of us to have a company, and
Yeah.
so I don't have that prowess myself or that talent. I know our master gunsmith here, um, as man, he drops knowledge bombs on me quite frequently about things with the AR platform. And so, yeah, I mean, your guys is a lot of it's feel too. I imagine. I mean, those guys when they're putting slide to frame and all that is a lot of feel going on there.
Like, yeah, you're talking 1/1000ths, 2/1000ths of an
Mm.
inch. It's got to be just perfect because you can keep in mind these guys got to know how much to take off and not to take off too much.
That's
You got to
amazing.
get that tight feel, but it can't be too tight. It's got to be just right.
I mean, it's really amazing. But so, and if somebody wants to, again, your all's website is just nighthawkcustom.com.
Yep. Yep.
So,
www.nighthawkcustom.com.
and then if they want to look at you on the gram or Facebook,
We We do have a Facebook page, Nighthawk Custom, Nighthawk Custom Firearms, I
Yeah.
believe. Actually, there's two or three different pages for Nighthawk. We have an Instagram page as well.
I'm actually on there, so yeah. So I've talked to Landon and Craig. We chat back and forth, on the gram. But no, that's a way to look if you want to look at all the. And I know Noel Clark, one of you guys, with Clark Defense.
Yeah.
But he always puts up some pretty interesting images as well. So.
Yeah.
But there's some really, and I don't want to, ladies are the largest growing portion of the gun population or gun owner population. And I think, well, those are for guys. I'm not interested. There are some pretty 1911s with, I mean, with the oh crud, my brain just went dead. With the grip,
Lady Hawk.
yeah, the grips are all laid out.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
there's one model called the Lady Hawk, and that is geared towards women. Thin mainspring housing. It's a really nice gun. It's got scallop mainspring housing and front strap. It's a very popular gun. And we have a Lady Hawk 2.0, which has DLC finish and rose gold controls. I had one in here today, and the customer that ordered it had to have it, or I would have shown it to you today.
My wife, oh wow, one of her favorite colors is rose gold.
Oh, it is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
That's actually what my mother-in-law has. She's got a Lady Hawk 2.0.
And that's chambered in 9mm?
You can get it 9mm or 45.
Okay.
Actually, and we could do it in 38 Super as well.
That's something that a lot of people don't, believe it or not, we actually have 38 Super on the shelf.
Really?
Like boxes.
Wow.
Yeah. And people pick it up. We've had several times in the shop, they pick it up, they're thinking it's 38 special.
Yeah.
And they get to the counter and they're like, and one of our counter folks tells them, you have a 38 Super? No, I have a 38 Special Revolver. That's 38 Super. Oh, and a lot of people don't know about 38 Super.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal round, mm-hmm. And made for the 1911 platform, and used a lot in competition, or it was, I say. And there's some people that live and die by the 38 Super. Paul Harrell, hey, I'll give a shout out to Paul Harrell, the great Paul Harrell on YouTube. But the 38 Super, that's one of his choices, in a 1911 platform. It's a very, very fast round, but right now I know of 2 other gun shops that have 38 Super on the shelf right now. While people are looking for 45 and 9, which we're getting in for y'all, 38 Super still on the shelf. So maybe you need a 1911 and 38 Super.
That's right.
Yeah, I did notice on the TRS that the same mag is used for 9mm and 38 Super.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So there's a lot to think about here, y'all. And if you need the finance, if you're interested in the financing, please either go to Nighthawk's website or ask us in store. And one of our sales associates will be able to tell you about it, help you out through that process. If you're interested in that, we're bringing in. What are we bringing in, Scotty? We got something that we're bringing in.
Yeah, you have another counselor on order.
Okay.
A Thunder Ranch in 45 caliber. A Firehawk. That's another 1911 that we build with a built-in compensator. You're getting a Firehawk 45 caliber. And another Tactical Ready series. This one's the commander size. Now, it's just like that TRS comp that you have, except it doesn't have the comp. So it'll be a 4 1/4 inch barrel, but it's slick too. Double stack.
Oh, man. This is horrible. Wow. This is a horrible problem. I'm blessed. God has blessed me to be able and you too, to be able to
Oh
uh,
yeah.
to be in the industry that we're in, and you know, I believe wholeheartedly we do here two A all day. We use that hashtag 2A all day, and blessed to be in the industry. But no, I mean it's that in the Thunder Ranch model. I have a soft spot in my heart for Clint, and if those of you might know Thunder Ranch out in Oregon, Clint Smith worked in conjunction with you guys. Is that correct?
Hmm. Yeah, he helped design this pistol, and he's a very colorful individual and knows exactly what he wants.
So very true.
Yes,
That's a very, very exact way of putting it.
yes.
and
So I like and admire him a lot.
yeah, when do you think that we'll see those in store?
It probably won't be too much longer. It's hard for me to give you an exact date. I know that commander probably will be one of the first ones, the TRS Commander, because that was one that's been on order for a little while. The Thunder Ranch maybe not, 2 or 3, 4 months down the road. Right now, if probably like in the gun industry right now, getting guns is very hard and tight. To put an order here at Nighthawk Custom, it's going to be about 11, 12 months. We're just backed up. There's a lot of people that's ordered guns.
And two, I mean, again, it's not coming off an assembly line, and that's a real cool thing. That one, and that's why it takes time.
Yeah.
So, and I believe is it not that each gunsmith puts their stamp
right? Yeah.
On the frame.
If you take off, the left-hand grip on any of our 1911s, the gunsmith stamps his initials in it, so he takes ownership in that gun. It's a sense of pride, and it shows. I mean, it's a really cool deal, and a lot of guys will call me up and they'll say, I took that grip off because I wanted to see the stamp.
That's cool. That's cool stuff. So,
yeah.
Well, I don't. Do you have anything else that you want to add? Any plugs you want to give?
Oh, the only thing I want to say is if you looking for magazines, get with Bullet Hole. They may be carrying some of our Nighthawk Custom magazines, 9mm, 45, officer and government. Also, we didn't get a chance to talk this time about drop-in triggers.
Yeah.
You want to talk about those, or leave that till next time, or?
We can leave it till next time.
Okay.
Yeah. But something to be looking for. If you go to the Nighthawk website and you see that drop-in trigger, and you have questions, hit us up.
Yeah. So really cool deal.
Yeah. I mean, it's and come in the shop. We'll let you dry fire 2 of these guns. We will not let you dry fire the Korth. Just being honest. That's one of those things. We want to keep it in tip-top shape. But the 1911 or the 1911 and the 2011 here, and then the others that'll be come in and just feel that trigger.
Crisp, clean trigger.
Yeah.
3.5 pounds of pull. They're phenomenal.
It is. It's what everybody else is trying to mimic, right?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, and I hate to say it, if we carry a Glock and M&P or whoever else that there is out there, and they're all trying to do what? They're trying to get an aftermarket trigger that's like a 1911.
That's right.
And I don't know anybody that's accomplished that yet. There's a lot of companies out there they're doing they're trying, but there's nothing like that single action from the 1911 or 2011 in the case of the TRS. So, well, Scotty, thank you for your friendship and your time. And
well, thank you, Lyle. I appreciate you having me on today.
Yeah, and Scotty and I have become friends, and I appreciate that, brother. And that's one of the things that we really are looking forward to too is the family. part of Nighthawk. It's we already feel that way, even though we've never been down to Bearville, but we feel that way here at the
Good
Bullet
deal.
Hole.
I'm glad you do because we do, and that's what we tell our dealers. When you become a dealer at Nighthawk Custom, you join the Nighthawk Custom family.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that, man, and that's we do. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes in the gun industry, and you and I both know about that. And there's some adversarial relationships sometimes that develop from those things, unfortunately. But with Nighthawk, we've had just a great relationship, and continue to look forward to a great relationship between the Bullet Hole and Nighthawk. And so for the Bullet Hole podcast today, again, I'm Lyle Cadell, the media manager here, and Scotty Roberts, again, account manager down at Nighthawk. We're going to sign off. And always, as you look behind me here, protect, compete, and learn. That's what we want to preach around here. If you want to check us out, go to thebullet.hole.com. And if you want to check out any of our training, go down to the very bottom of our website. It'll have training and classes. You can sign up for everything from the beginner level to concealed carry to all the way up to Pistol 3, which is advanced pistol, even a gun cleaning class. Scotty, we have a gun cleaning class that one of our guys teaches. So
I think that's an awesome idea. There's a lot of people that purchase 1911 and they're just getting into it. That's a fantastic idea.
And it is. It really is. And people, have liked it. And so, so if you want to check that out, make sure you just hop onto thebullet.hole.com. Come over and visit us on Facebook, Instagram, MeWe, Gab. We don't put a lot. Some of those platforms don't put a lot up on MeWe, and the others. We're mainly on Facebook and Instagram, but we do have our jump the ship areas. We'll just put it that way. But no, come and see us over there. And if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also click the bell icon. So you can be notified the next time we're on, and give this one a like. Tell you what, if nothing else, for Scotty, give Scotty a thumbs up, right? He's a good brother, so give us a thumbs up, and that helps us in the YouTube algorithms. But and I hope you like us too. So till next time, we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much.